Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video where I've decided to talk about all of the book series that I'm currently in the middle of because I'm in the middle of 16 book series, which doesn't seem like that much, but is pretty daunting to me. Like 83 different books that I've somehow committed to reading. And my reading goal for 2026 is only 100 books. So if I really dedicated myself to this list, I'd be reading only these books and I just don't know if that's possible. So I kind of thought it would be fun to go over today all the series I'm in the middle of, how I feel about the series so far, how far into the series I've gotten, and most importantly, if I'm going to be continuing them, putting them on the back burner to prioritize other series, or DNFing them. And then at the end, I also have 6 book series that I would like to share with you that I kind of plan on starting soon or have my eyes on because I can't help it. I just love starting a new book series. There's nothing like starting book 1 to a series. So yeah, let's get comfy and talk about all these book series I'm in the middle of. I've got my iPad. I listed out all of the book series I'm in the middle of on here to help keep them organized. I've listed them from the most completed to the least completed, but somewhere along the way, I think I got tired of that and I just started putting them on here. So bear with me. The first series that I'm in the middle of, I think is one of the first series I started reading once I got back into reading, is the Imperium series by Rebecca Yarros, and I will be continuing this series. It's a 5-book series. 3 out of 5 have been released. I liked Fourth Wing a lot. It was a lot of fun. It was something different for me. Iron Flame I thought pushed the plot very well, but Onyx Storm I think kind of circled around the plot and brought us back to the beginning. It was kind of annoying. I thought it was a repeat of Iron Flame, but I will be continuing the series because I'm interested in where to go. If book 4 is not very good though, I will DNF it, so we'll kind of see where book 4 takes us. The next series I'm in the middle of is the Wolves of Ruin by Sorensen Sable. This is a trilogy and I will be putting it on the back burner for now. I just didn't really enjoy it that much. It wasn't bad enough that I would like to DNF it. I'm interested where it's going to take us. It ended on a plot twist, but it just wasn't enjoyable. It was described as Fourth Wing meets the Hunger Games and I thought it was too much Fourth Wing. None of the Hunger Games, which is fine by me, but I don't know. Could see myself, like, if it comes out and everybody's talking about it, wanting to read it and see if it's as good as everybody says, but I could also see myself not caring and prioritizing other series, so it's on the back burner. The next one is the Wolf King series by Lauren Palferman. This is a trilogy with book 3 being released in November. I am continuing the series. I love this series. 10 out of 10 series is one of the best ones that I read last year. I loved it. It's put me on a binge of reading shifter romance, paranormal romance type of books. It's so different from all the other books that I've read in this same kind of category of romance books. 100% recommend it. A princess who's kidnapped by wolves, and then you kind of have to see where it takes her once she's kidnapped by the wolves. Does she go back home? Does she fall in love with one of the wolves? Who knows, right? The next one is the Compelling Fate Saga by Sophia St. Germain, and I will be continuing the series. There's 4 books total, and I've read 3 out of 4 of them. I'm obsessed with this series. It's scratching an itch that I didn't even know was there. I love it. It's Fae versus humans. There's a big war, and then we have to see the main female character, half Fae, half human, be bloodbound to the Fae King and kind of have to do as he says, and we kind of see all of that unfold, and I'm kind of scared to read book 4 because I don't want it to end, but it is a very good read. I also recommend this one if you're looking for something of the sort. The next one is the Windy City series by Liz Tom Ford. There's 5 books in this series and I've read 3 out of 5 of them, and I'm putting this on the back burner / soft DNFing it, which is hard to say because it's such a popular series. Mile High was so much fun. The Right Move was even better. It was a 4-star for me. It follows her twin brother from book 1, but then book 3 just didn't hit the way the other ones did, and I was like, I don't care. And then book 4 follows book 3's brother, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy that either, so I'm kind of prioritizing book series that I am actually enjoying. The next one is a favorite, the 5-pack series by Kate C. Wells, which I will be continuing, and it is the longest series I think I'm in the middle of right now. It's 8.5 books long. I have only read 3 of them, and I will admit that they're getting less and less good the further through the series I get. I don't care. I'm holding out hope that one of these books is gonna feel like books 1 and 2 again. I love this book series. I kind of want to read it right now, actually. I read books 1, 2, and 4. I skipped book 3 because it didn't look that interesting, but eventually I will circle back. 100% continuing. I recommend it if you're into wolf shifters, rejected mates, fated mates, happy endings. They do get back together, but it's fun to see them get rejected publicly also. The next series is a very, very popular series, and it is the DC Star series. I read 3 out of 7 of these books, and I think I will be putting it on the back burner for now. Basically, I think I'm just reading these books as I go when I need a book in between books or for a fun time. That's basically what I've been doing so far. Power Play and Slapshot were not as good as I wanted them to be. Face Off I thought was so much fun. I had the best time reading that book. The other 2 weren't my favorite, so that's why they're getting put on the back burner. I don't know. All right, this one was a series I started on accident. I didn't even know it was a series when I started it, but it's the Fitzpatrick Christmas series. It's an Irish holiday romance series. I forgot to write down the author's name, but I'll put it on here. I read Holiday Romance during Christmas, and I didn't realize it was a part of the series. I've read 2 of the 3 books, or the 3.5 books. I will continue this when it's back towards Christmas. I had a lot of fun reading these. The next one is a popular one, A Course of Thorns and Roses series by SJM, Sarah J. Mask. I've read 2 of these out of the 7 books, 5 released books, 2 unknown, but they're coming out soon, I think. Continuing to put this book on the back burner. I've been in the middle of A Course of Ring and Ruin for the past year. I'm just not enjoying it as much as everybody else is. I don't know. I liked book 1, I liked book 2, I'm reading book 3 and I'm just bored. I don't know, it just may not be the thing for me. So the 10th series I'm in the middle of is the Magnolia Parks Universe series by Jessica Hastings. I'm not even technically in the middle of this. I've only read Magnolia Parks, but I had a ton of fun reading it, and I do plan on putting this series on the back burner. That's like my favorite thing to say at this point, but I'm interested to see where this series goes. I know a lot of people hate Jessica Hastings, they hate this series, but I thought book 1 was perfectly toxic. It was perfectly terrible. It was perfectly good. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. Tom English I still think is my favorite book male. I will read it at some point in life. Okay, the next one is the House of Devils series. I also forgot to write down this author's name. This is a 6-book series. There's 4 out right now. I will be DNFing the series. It hurts because I think the covers are very pretty. I liked book 1 and I wanted to continue reading it, but I'm struggling to do so. I've been reading book 2 for months now, not because the book is bad, not because the storyline is bad. It's written in 3rd person. I like it a lot, but sometimes I like spice in a book. Sometimes, like in Slapshot for the DC Star series, that made sense to me. But in this book, we end book 1 off on this major plot development, and like lots of things are revealed, and instead of going through the resolution and then like going home and maybe discussing it, maybe talking about what just happened, we end the book on a spice scene, a big old spice scene, like a chapter long spice scene, and then we start book 2 off pretty much with a spice scene, and I'm like, that just makes no sense to me, and it's aggravating, and so I think I'm DNFing it. They're like 800 page, 900 page books, and I don't think I'm gonna read them, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, series 12 is the Off Campus series by L. Kennedy. There are 6 books in this series, and I've only read The Deal. Oh, I'm halfway through The Mistake right now. I'm 50% through. Not as fun as The Deal. I liked The Deal a lot because she's his tutor and she's tutoring him, and then they fall in love, and it's so cute. But I'm gonna continue the series. I had a lot of fun, and I like to keep these type of series so that I can read them in between different book series or something a little bit more fantasy heavy or not as fun and goofy. I like having these romance series that I can read. So the 13th series I'm in the middle of is the Prey Drive duology by Kalia King, and I will be continuing this series only because it's a duology and there's 1 book left, and I am curious to see what happens. The overall idea of this book is very fascinating. The pack structure as well is very interesting. It's different from everything else I've read. It's just like drawn out, which I don't mind, but I have found that it's like a dialogue, 3 pages of inner monologue and then more dialogue. Like we're in the middle of a conversation and it irritates me, but not enough that I won't stop reading it. So I will read book 2 because I've already read book 1. These are the most recent series I've started. So these are the last 3 series I'm in the middle of, the most recent ones that I have read and started. The Bratva series by TJ McGuire. This is a 5-book series. It's a mafia romance book series, and I've read the Bratva Bride. I will be reading the rest of them. They just follow her brothers and her father, my favorite characters of the book. I do think I will be continuing the series because I'm stuck in a mafia romance vibe, and if I want to pick them up, I will, I think. The next one is The Bryan Brothers by Jill Ramsower. This is another mafia romance series. There's 5.5 books in the series. I have read 1 of them, Silent Vows. It wasn't my favorite book, if I'm being honest, but I do think I'm going to be continuing the series because the concept of mafia romance is just so fun. Last but not least is The Empire of Royals, which is another mafia romance series, and I will be continuing it. What can I say? I read His Tesoro, and this has been so much fun. I love that book. It was so fun. It's a trilogy. There's only 2 more books in the series that I have not read, and I will be reading them. So yeah, those are all of the series I'm currently in the middle of. If I plan on continuing them, putting them on the back burner, or DNFing them. I know I didn't technically say I would DNF too many of these book series, but I think I just have a hard time officially DNFing them. I kind of just like never come back to them, but I have a hard time just like officially saying like, no, I'm never reading this book again. The ones that are on the back burner, I do think I'll find a way. I'll find a way to read them. I will. So those are series I'm in love. Let's talk about the series I plan on starting or I'm interested in starting. I just put 6 of them here. There's way more than 6 book series I'm interested in, but these are the ones that were like on the top of my head when I was making this list. So the first one I'm interested in is The Underboss Insurrection by Kate C. Wells. I'm actually interested in anything Kate C. Wells has written. Her books are phenomenal. They're such a bingeable read. They're so fun. I can't get enough of the Tyrant Alpha Rejected Mate series or the 5-pack series, and I just think I'm gonna have the best time reading this because the way she writes her characters are so fun and so realistic. They feel like real people. I don't know. I just like it. So that's a duology. It's Run Posey Run and Nikki the Driver. These are mafia romances. The next one is the Scorched Throne series. That's a duology as well. It's got the Jasad Heir and the Jasad Crown. I actually just purchased these books. I will be reading them. The next one is This Woven Kingdom. The Jasad Heir and This Woven Kingdom, people say that if you want yearning, the men in these books yearn more than anybody has ever yearned in your life. So I will be reading that. It is a 5-book series. Book 5 is unreleased and unannounced, but the next one is one I might start tonight. It's the Tether trilogy. It's 3 books in the series: Vicious Bond, Wicked Ties, Lethal Souls. The next one is the Played Prisoner series, and then last but not least we have the Gods and Monsters series by Amber Nicole. That one has been unofficially on my TBR for the last year or so, but I haven't just started it yet. I don't know why, but hopefully this year will be the year that I do actually start it. So that was all the series I'm in the middle of, all the series I plan on starting. I had so much fun doing this. It like allowed me to sit down and look through all the book series I've been reading and kind of think about them a little bit more. I haven't really been putting any thought to the book series. I just start them and I'm like, whatever happens, happens. It was fun to look through them and see if I actually plan on continuing them or not. I mean, this is in real time with you guys. I've never even officially thought about whether or not I was DNFing these, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment below some series that you have read that you recommend, because I will continue starting new book series even if I'm not finishing any of them, because there's something about the first and second book of a series that makes it worth it committing to an 8-book series that I know I won't want to read. Bye guys, thank you for watching.